Hello, my name's Jordan and I run Our Sensory Kids. I've been very kindly asked by Sam from Explore Your Senses to review and have a look at some of their exploration bags, to see what I think and to see how I'd use them. Today I'm going to show you the All Senses exploration bag. Let's have a look inside. The first thing I see is this massager. You just press the button at the top and it lights up. Massage is great for children that struggle with proprioception. They don't know where their arms and legs are. These children often tiptoe walk or flap so that they know where their limbs are. But with a bit of vibration, they get that feeling. This helps them to relax, to sit and to concentrate. We've got a colour changing infinity lamp. This could also be called a tunnel lamp. You can see the colours changing and it looks like the lights go on forever. It's absolutely mesmerising and great for stimulating the sense of sight. There are 4 Rainmakers which also act as alien tubes. These are so much fun. I know lots of children that love these. One boy in particular holds it right up to his ear. He loves that sound. It was nice because he could take complete control of the sound. It wasn't spontaneous. He made the sound happen and he could make it stop. And that was really important to him. We have a beautiful LED fibre optic light which changes colours. This is so great for a number of senses. Sense of sight, because the colours change. The colour is also reflected in the fibres. And also texture, it feels lovely. It never gets hot either, so it's a great alternative to a lava lamp. We have one of these lights. These are so good because you can move the tubes into different holes to change the shape of the lights. Ready? These are also a little bit more sturdy than your average light spinner, because if they get thrown, they're much less likely to smash and break, because these are rubbery plastic. Ready? These are so great for children that like things spinning in front of their eyes, or children that like fans, because if they touch it, it doesn't hurt them, it just stops. These Aqua Tubes are great. You can watch the bubbles slowly making their way down. These are also good for children that like things moving in front of their eyes. Children often find this very calming. They can count the dots, or they can just watch them fall. They're slow, great for sense of sight. They're also very weighted, so great for proprioception too. We've got a little wooden robot. These are great for fine motor skills and a great fidget toy. You can move the arms and the legs and the head, all sorts of different ways. A great fidget toy. We have a light up wand. This is lovely for sense of sight, mainly because it doesn't vibrate. Lots of children with sensory needs find vibration far too difficult, far too painful. This way they can enjoy the lights without the vibration. With some children that like to throw, I also put these in plastic tubs with lids, so they can still enjoy the light. But if it gets thrown, it won't break. We also have this shoelace. This is wooden and great for fine motor skills or a fidget toy. The adult can do it up and the child can undo it. It could also help them learn to tie their own shoelaces. I would use this in my classroom as a nice fidget toy. I had a boy in my class that liked to tie things up and undo things and lock things and unlock things. He was obsessed with padlocks. And he would have loved this. Adult tying it up and him undoing it and him trying to tie it up again. It would have kept him busy for hours and it would have been a great distraction for him. We have a Squeezy Frog. He's really, really squeezy and his eyes are goggly too. He feels nice to squeeze and his eyes pop out. Great for sight stimulation and also great to squeeze. We have 3 sets of jingly bells. This beautiful wooden one with a handle. And these wrist strap bells. These ones are particularly good for children with PMLD. It helps them to join in with the music lesson even if they can't actually hold the instrument. You can wrap this to their wrist and they make music. Great for oral stimulation too. And it gives them complete control over the sound that they're making, rather than adults doing it to them or at them. Look at this massive slinky. Slinkies are great for sight stimulation, especially down the stairs. The colours flow from one to the other. These are also great to spin in front of your eyes for children that like that. They feel good too. As this is a big one, this is a bit easier to hold and manage. I also know children that like to put these up their arms. It feels nice on the hairs on your arms. Maybe there's a bit of proprioception stimulation there too. Now this is a different kind of Rainmaker. It's really weighted and it has the beads inside. You can roll it or move it. Now this is great for sight stimulation because it's reflected, so you can see your face in the side of it. It's also weighted and a bit cold, so it will help children to know where their hands are, how to hold it and to get a good grip on it in order to use the instrument. There's a spinning globe. This one lights up. It spins round and round and it vibrates too. This would be so good for sight stimulation, and also vibration would help with proprioception. We have an animal mirror. These are great for bath time as they're completely waterproof and they're bendy. If you bend them, it gives you a funny reflection. Lots of sensory children like looking at their own reflection. It makes them aware of where their facial features are, and it will help with communication because they can see their tongue and mouth moving in order to make the sounds. It also gives a great sense of self. There's also lots of balls in this set. There's some spongy ones, some pom-pom wool ones and some harder spiky plastic ones. It really does depend on your child's sensory needs and enjoyment in which would be best for them. So it's good to have a variety. Some children like to wiggle or bounce them in front of their eyes, whilst others like them rolled up their arms and legs. Some children like to really squeeze them, while other children would prefer them softer. We also have a glitter wand. Now this has little grains of sand and sequins inside, which twist and mix down as they fall. Great for sensory stimulation. We also have this one for sight stimulation. It's coloured oil slowly falling and oozing down, and then you can turn it the other way and it slowly and falls back again. Because it's so slow, children often have to really concentrate on it. It calms their heart rate right down. Great for a quiet time or a calming sensory toy. Last of all are these brushes, and I have to say, these are one of my most used resources in my sensory classroom. There's something about the sensation of being lightly brushed. It's really calming for children that struggle with proprioception. It means they don't have to flap or fidget or run or bounce or crash as much because they're getting the stimulation in another way. Some children will struggle with this, but you can do it over a jumper and they still get the same sensation. What a great bag to start exploring your senses! This bag would be great if you're not really sure about what your children will need or want. You could lay everything out and see what your children reach for. Often they know what they need better than we do. I hope you find that information useful. You can find more from me on my social media accounts, all our sensory kids. See you there. Bye!